Welcome, welcome, welcome. You live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. Like, share, subscribe. Episode 2 of the UFC content. Fights, news, updates, and analysis. Appreciate y'all being here with me today. I appreciate y'all being here with me today. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that cash app, Steelmatic001. Steelmatic001. If you have not already, please hit that link to join and follow the channel. Subscribe to the channel, hit that Discord so you can keep up and stay up on all the updates and adjustments made to the show. I appreciate y'all being here today. Appreciate y'all being here today. How y'all doing this fine Tuesday? How y'all doing this fine Tuesday? I appreciate all y'all being here, man. All y'all being here with me. Thank y'all for all y'all support. Appreciate y'all greatly so. Appreciate y'all greatly so. So today's coverage of the UFC content, the UFC coverage, news, and updates. And of course, as you well know, this weekend, the king, the heavyweight king, John Bones Jones. John Bones Jones defends his heavyweight title versus former heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic in the world heavyweight title match at UFC 309, taking place at Madison Square Garden, New York City. John Stomping Grounds, Endicott, New York. Gonna be a good matchup, a great matchup nonetheless. Great matchup, title fight. And John Jones, he's definitely came off a layoff. Stipe Miocic coming off a couple years worth of layoff. So, but we're gonna get into those that analysis as well. We're gonna get into that fight breakdown as well, so that we see all the things, everything that's gonna factor in and play into that dynamic breakup because it's something about being away from the cage. Some boxers, some fighters call it ring rust, some fighters call it cage rust. But Miocic, a solid heavyweight boxer, definitely coming off a couple of years layoff. But to some odd reason, John Jones considered him a GOAT. For some odd reason, John Jones considered him. Maybe because he knocked out more people than anybody else. But the dude has been off for multiple years. But we're going to get into it. We definitely going to get into it. But first and foremost, I want to give a shout out and a speak to all the victims of the storms. All the victims of the storms in Tampa, all the victims of the storm in the Tennessee, Virginia, and D.C. area. If you're affected by the storm, any capacity, if you lost loved ones, my condolences to you. If you received storm damage to your home or lost your home altogether, please don't hesitate to reach out to FEMA.gov and or disasterassistance.gov for assistance for your property, assistance for your belongings. I know a lot of people in the areas, they're in the rebuilding stages, and a lot of people lost property commercially and residentially. So they will be rebuilding for the next couple of years. But for many, that was very much so affected by those storms. I know here in the Boone area of North Carolina, in the Asheville area of North Carolina, they're going to be rebuilding for quite some time, rebuilding and restoration of water and power. Those storms did do a number out this way, but they are under work in progress to get everything back up and running and get everything back to normal and to fully functional capacity. But progress is being made. But definitely reach out to FEMA.gov and the disasterassistance.gov, as well as the DRF, the disaster relief, as well, for assistance to help you with this strenuous time, being that you were affected by those storms. In Tampa, victims in the North Carolina DMV area, please reach out to FEMA.gov, disasterassistance.gov, as well as the DRF. So this matchup sus this fine Tuesday en route to Saturday. Heavyweight title matchup: Johnny Bones Jones versus Stipe Miocic. Highly touted heavyweight matchup. Jones defending his belt. Jones been off for a couple of years since he's defeated Serial Gun. Stipe Miocic, however, hasn't fought in 3+ years, so it's definitely looking like a layup for John Jones. As you can see in the thumbnail, of course, John Jones, the UFC king, he's undefeated, 27-1. His only loss has came exactly by elbow strikes, in which he was disqualified for in one of his very first early matchups. However, since then, John Jones indeed was in trouble with PD usage, as well as outside influences, failed drug tests, sobriety issues, and all sorts of out of the cage issues, if you will. But John Jones, considered by many the GOAT of MMA, and definitely one of the most best fighters to ever step in a cage. And with the likes of Silva, with the likes of George St. Pierre, Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, list goes on. But definitely considered one of the best talents to step into the octagon, one of the baddest dudes to step into the octagon. And of course, his track record, his resume speaks for itself. He's defeated the likes of Shogun Rua, which he destroyed to win the belt in his first, when he first won the title. He destroyed Mauricio Shogun Rua, easy work. Quinn Jackson destroyed him. Rashad Evans destroyed him. Anthony, and the list goes on. Lyoto Machida destroyed, all sorts of former champions, and now he's back to, destroy the heavyweight GOAT, if you will, Stipe Miocic. He's the only one calling him a GOAT. I have yet to heard anybody else address Stipe Miocic as a GOAT. But I'm on look out for that, because I may be missing something. And I always put myself in position. I can be wrong. I could be erroneous at times, but now I just think I am not. Who we got in the building today? I know who I don't think, who I see and think what I'm seeing is this. Packer girl, what's good with you? Packer girl, what's good? How you doing? Packer girl? Hey, man, what's up? Ain't nothing much. It's Tuesday, so you know what that is. If you hit your notification, it's UFC content analysis, news, and updates Tuesday at 4 p.m. time slot on Tuesday and Thursday. Packer girl, what your Packers do Sunday? You probably ain't even watch your Packers Sunday, did you? No. You was probably watching the Cowboys getting mollywopped by Eagles. Let me see what we got. I'm good, landed a job today. Oh, salute to you. Congratulations to you, Packer girl. Salute to you for landing that good job. Absolutely. Congratulations on landing that good job. Yep. We gonna beat them Bears. Okay. Absolutely. We all about progress over here, because progress must progress. Unless you got feet like Willie Walker, there is no progress in that area. But moving on. But congratulations to you and your family, Packer girl. All the congratulations to you and your family on your new job. So first and foremost, of course we gonna dabble more into John Jones's John Jones's resume and layout and whatnot. But first I want to give a heavier shout out to Carlos Procrates. Welterweight bout fought this past weekend in which he just straight mollywopped Neil Magny in the main event, in the UFC main event this past Saturday. He knocked him out. Prior to the matchup, he had 3 knockouts, 2 first round, 1 second round knockout. But he ended up ending and finishing Neil Magny in the first round. So salute to Carlos Procrates for his first round KO of Neil Magny. Next, I want to get into a tournament that Dana White has called his Contender Series. Now, Contender Series, it's kind of like Ultimate Fighter Series, and I know back in the day, a lot of you used to watch the on Spike TV, the Ultimate Fighter Series, the one they used to do with Ken Shamrock, Tito Ortiz, and all sorts of Frankie Edgar, Ben Henderson, and all sorts of guys. Star guys. I know one of the last ones, Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor did one of the last ones. Yeah, they did one of the last ones. However, did not end up fighting, which sucks. But similar competition status, but Contender Series, definitely one of which, a lot of talent has grown in and came in from UFC. Sean O'Malley, to name one. Sugar Sean O'Malley, I should say. But definitely been gradually bringing in the next wave and the next slew of talent to uplift the brand, to uplift the UFC, but definitely have been some significant talent coming in nonetheless. I know we see guys back in the day like BJP and Frankie Edgar, Gray Maynard, even the Diaz brothers, bad dudes that come to fight, dudes that fight the stuff from start to finish, and just straight cage, bad blood bone cage fighters. But Contender Series, Dana White Contender Series, bringing out significant talent, bringing out the next new wave of talent. Next up, so Jones and Stipe Miocic. John Jones, light heavyweight GOAT, some more considered the GOAT of the UFC, and definitely one of the greatest of all time. Some people even compare him to Ali and say he's the Ali of the UFC. Opinion, of course, great talent coming in against Stipe Miocic. Stipe Miocic, however, definitely has been off for a number of years. I mean, he's been off for 3+ years, and mostly considered this, money grab for John Jones. In hindsight, it is definitely a money grab. Anytime you got a guy as steamed as Jones and you fighting a guy in Stipe Miocic that's just been sitting on the shelf. Guy's a part-time firefighter, if you will. So he's definitely been sitting on the shelf, and definitely he's going to be looking to get him out early. But most would argue, why would you not come back and fight Alex Pereira, the Brazilian guy that's been clobbering everybody, that's been clocking everybody? Like, I mean, Francis Ngannou, the big African scary guy, he's out. He's in another organization, if you will. But why won't you just come back and fight Alex Pereira, Tom Aspinall? Somebody credible. Not to say Stipe is not, but somebody that's actually worth fighting. Somebody you're not going to get rid of in the next, say, in first round, second round, in which, like you did, similar to what you did, Francis. Similar to what you did, Serial Gun, right? What you got, Packer girl? Jones is gonna get knocked out. Packer girl, come really? I mean, he could. I'm not saying he can't, but dude, Stipe Miocic definitely been out for 4 years, and anytime you ain't fought in that much significant time, you just I ain't gonna say he ain't got it because he got hands. Boy can punch, boy can fight, but at the end of the day, John Jones is a crafty wrestler. He can submit, he can choke you out. He's hector strong. And I mean, dude's just all around bad dude. I mean, he got kicks, good kickboxing, good knees, elbows, takedowns. I mean, John Jones is an all you can do fighter. He's an all you can do fighter. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Who else we got in the room? Kate Rowan, what's good, Kate? Salute to you. Appreciate you being here, Kate. Appreciate you being here, Kate. What's up, G Honda and Steelmatic fam? Excited to catch the G Honda UFC live stream. Absolutely, Kate. Appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. Packer girl, what you got? What you got? What you got? Tyson is gonna win Friday too. Oh, okay. So he fighting Jake Paul Friday. Okay, I saw them. They had that interview with Cameron. Okay, yeah, they hyping that fight up big time. I mean, all health, all health, man, to Tyson. Man, I know Tyson like 60 years old, man. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to him on TV. So I hope, they I hope he just play it safe, man. I hope he definitely take every precaution, man. Just hope he ends it safely. Ends it safely. For sure. What you got, Kate? I'm taking John Jones on fight all the way. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dude's a firefighter. Packer girl. Stipe is a firefighter. He been fighting fires. He been saving cats out trees. And not to be humorous, but I mean, you've been shelved and you coming back in the cage after you've been out 3+ years. I mean, especially against John Jones. I mean, if he wasn't fighting John Jones, I was like, yeah, he can, yeah, but yeah. I mean, nah, I don't like this. If he was stepping back in the cage and coming back to fight Daniel Cormier again, well, that's different, Shout out Daniel Cormier, former Louisiana guy from Lafayette, Louisiana. Shout out to him. But nah, man, you come back to fight John Jones. That's man. As people don't understand how bad of a dude John Jones is, and in the cage as a fighter, just all around bad dude, can do it all, can choke you out, can knock you out, can beat you up for 5 rounds. I mean, that's just crazy. Kind of like how GSP was essentially, but definitely definitely swing in the favor of John Jones, because most would argue, why is he even fighting Stipe in the first place? That's not a credible fight for you. They would argue the only one outright calling this man a GOAT is John Jones. And I know why he's doing it. Of course, you're doing it for that paycheck. Of course. I mean, I'm sure you want that check. You want that check in the mail. You want that money to clear. But you would have got just as much or more to fight Alex Pereira, the scary Brazilian guy, which, at very which you would have got just as much, or if not more, far more money. So, I mean, now you talking for convenience because everybody calling you a duck. You talking about, okay, after this fight, I might retire or fight Alex Pereira. No, you make yourself look dumb. Before Francis Ngannou left and went to the PFL, whatever organization he went to, you was trying to get that fight with him, but now you talking about you gonna fight Stipe, but Stipe, who's been out for years, you could have came back and easily fought Alex Pereira. I mean, damn. I mean, Adesanya fought him like 6 times, including in the kickboxing square. So I mean, it's crazy. It's just one of those things where I guess, I mean, if it's the easiest money grab, why not? I mean, I figure as much as he been out with his troubles and with his situations, I mean, you would definitely come back to look, to reclaim your spot because your void been filled, bro. Yeah, Alex is that dude right now. Between Alex Pereira and Tom Espinal, Alex is that dude. But Packer guy, I hear what you're saying though. Stipe is decent, and if John Jones get knocked out, it'll be the funniest. It'll be meme of the year. No lie, it really would. It really would. It'd be worse than that Conor McGregor meme. I tell you that. Oh, but Jones, man, Jones definitely a legend of the sport. Definitely a huge legend of the sport, man. And just one of those essential guys. Like I said, like GSP dominated the game for years. Anderson Silva dominated the game for years. Chuck Liddell's and Tito Ortiz's, those dominant guys. Anytime you have a guy like Jones, but who was significantly taller and bigger than everybody around him. Which I thought, me personally, which he always had a significant advantage. Was it his fault? Some could argue, probably so. I mean, if you are heavyweight fighting in the light heavyweight division to where you're 6'5" and 6'5" 30 and have 6'5", 230, somewhere in that range, and you have to cut 20 to 30 pounds, 20 to 30 plus pounds every fight period. I mean, come on, man. You was, I mean, as you can see, the only people that was closest to your height was Gustafson, Alexander Gustafson, and who was that? I'm sorry, Reyes or whatever that guy's name is. He one of the last guys he beat. Yeah, man. But but you did your thing. You did your thing. What you got, Kate? Jones is no doubt one of the greatest fighters of all time. I'd even argue the best fighter. Oh, well, I'm a bit biased, right? Because my thing is, Kate, if you look at his body of work in which he dominated, start to finish. However, he did have PED. Did have failed drug tests. So, but at that particular time, in my opinion, I think more people were on drug tests before USADA stepped into the position, before that the federal drug testing agency stepped into the position. I think a lot of people was taking things that was like not classified as not FDA approved banned or FDA approved, but they was taking different kind of supplements and all kinds of stuff. But that's combat. I'm pretty sure more often than not, and especially in other sports as well. But that aside, he had a dominant body of work. GSP had a dominant body of work. Silva, he had a dominant body of work. And Frank Yeager, I consider him a GOAT. But Jose Aldo, of course, can't leave him out. Max Holloway. But definitely, man, John Jones is one of the greatest of all time, man. The greatest of all time. I don't know if I could say that. Because I mean, like I said, GSP, George Ross St. Pierre, he came in, did his thing, man. And now I'm a little bit biased on GSP because GSP is one of my favorites. But John Jones, man, definitely a GOAT. Definitely one of the best to ever do it, for sure. For sure. But along those other class of guys with the with those other class of guys, like I said, with Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture, Tito Ortiz. I mean, awesome guys, great, great, great fighters. Great fighters. When you got guys like that, that's just, generational talents, generational fighters. I mean, you can't go wrong because they're gonna leave their mark, and such they have. And I know Randy Couture, he doing movies right now, and and I think quite a few of them are right. But not definitely legends of the sport and pillars of the sport, man. And you can't mention the UFC without mentioning them for sure. Scott Kate, GSP is unbelievable. Two GSP is unbelievable. Two in Anderson Silver win mayhem. Yeah, two guys that they was trying to get the fight for the longest, and I guess that fight just never manifested. I guess that fight just never gelled and cohesed and never got any traction. But they were calling for that fight for a long time, Kate. They was calling for that fight a long time because he there was just a couple pounds apart, and GSP was the 170 champion, welterweight champion, and Anderson Silva was the middleweight champion, 185. And they was trying to get them to fight for the longest. And I wish that fight would have happened because that fight would have been fireworks. It definitely would have been fireworks. GSP is unbelievable. And I put Anderson Silva in the greatest combo also, too. When Mayhem Miller was at his prime. Oh, Mayhem Miller. Yeah, it was hard for me to take Mayhem seriously because, like he was doing that bully beatdown thing. But dude could fight, though. I mean, I just wish he would have, took it more serious, at the time because I just felt like he was just more of a character ploy. But entertaining guy nonetheless. He was a character, but I just thought if he would have did more and brought more to the sport, like Rampage Jackson. Rampage Jackson was knocking out everybody. He was sleeping everybody, but he was one dimensional though. He was only throwing them hands. I'm like, bro, if you had some wrestling, you took people down, ground and pound them like Tito did, and throw them hands on the ground. I'm like, man, bro, you would have been a beast. You would have been champion for. You wouldn't have won a championship from Chuck and only to lose it to Forrest Griffin the next fight. I mean, you would have defended it more if you was, multi-dimensional. Multi-dimensional, but that was what it was. She got Kate. His prime didn't last long, but Miller had some incredible wins. He did get lost in the show, though. You're right, man. Yeah, he did that. He did the Ultimate Fighter with Michael Bisping. Now that's a funny dude, though. That was a funny dude. Michael Bisping from the UK. Shout out to him. Mayhem Miller, man. He was like him and a couple others. He could have got more out of it, but for sure, I just think like a lot of people, it takes a lot about you. It's hard to stay focused. With that, a lot of them get living out there in Vegas. Get addicted to that fame and that gambling and all the excesses that Vegas has to offer, and they fall victim to it. But some of them live beneath their means, live discreetly, and yeah. But definitely, man, those guys like BJ Penn, um, Max Holloway, Jose Aldo, and even those guys that's currently competing right now, like Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler, that's also fighting on the co-main on Saturday. Also gonna be an exciting fight. But when but like I said, but yeah, man, those goats, like in Jones, GSP, Anderson Silva, and those top guys, man, those guys are the forefronts of the company. Forefronts for sure. But you got Kate when Miller beat Sakuraba, that was unreal. Huh. Yeah, I didn't see too many of Miller's fights. Honestly, the only one I'm familiar with is the fight he had with Michael Bisping, which really didn't look too good. I think after that fight, I think that was one of his last fights in the UFC before Dana White got rid of him because he felt like he wasn't utilizing his full talent. So yeah, because on Bully Beatdown, he was a beast. Still no John Jones because Jones is still going. Hmm. Yeah, Jones is that dude, man. That dude just. I remember watching a fight where he was fighting Vita Belfort and he got stuck in the armbar. I'm like, man, I'm just thinking any moment this dude arm about to break, but his arm never breaks. It just hyperextends. So he just dropping Vita Belfort on his head while he got him in the armbar. And he finally gets out, and crazily enough, he gets Vita in the armbar and bends his arm back to his hip. I'm just like, golly, that's crazy. That's crazy. But Nasa, that's Jones, man. That's a bad dude. That is a bad dude for sure. Hmm. Yeah, some of his matches, the way he dominate, like one of his fights, like when he fought Chael Sonnen, um, when he fought Brandon Vera, and I mean after the fight, he broke like three places in his face, and I mean, he messed dude up. But dude was a heavy. Brandon Vera was talking all kind of trash and smack to him, and he messed Brandon Vera up. Yeah, he hurt dude really bad. Hmm. But now, man, definitely gonna be a beastly fight this weekend. But yeah, but so some people calling John Jones the Muhammad Ali of the division. I'm sorry, the Muhammad Ali of the UFC. And my thing with Ali, one of the best boxers to ever live, coined the greatest of all time, and but my only thing is, why we couldn't celebrate him while he was here. His daughter Layla, an undefeated boxer. Um, but celebrating him while he was here so that he could have felt that adulation and felt that love before he passed, right? Before he passed a couple years back, R.I.P. to him. Um, but you hear some combat fighters speak on, oh, Ali was my idol. I idolized Ali because of he stood up for what he believed in. I'm like, you idolize him for what he stood up for, him standing up for what he believed in, or do you just idolize him as a fighter? Because anytime they do an interview and they speak on Ali, they never clarified that, but we could kind of notion into what they indicating. But I mean, you just say that he was a great fighter. You want to be in the ranks and remembered as him because when he stood up for what he believed in. I mean, you're not necessarily identifying with that, and I know that goes against the agenda. However, however, you know, seeing him celebrated now, museums, libraries, everybody has murals and posters of him. And shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal, for purchasing, his name, image, and likeliness to where his family can profit off of it and keep his honor and his material and their family. And huge shout out to him. Huge shout out to Shaquille O'Neal for doing that too. Because I just feel like it's just, complete bull that, you celebrating him now that he's gone versus, you celebrating him, when he was fading away. What you got, Kate? Much respect for Ali, such an incredible human, even beyond the ring. Yeah, I mean, I just wish they could have, celebrated him like on his way out and when he was sick, even, but you didn't see it until after he passed, then all the libraries and all the museums wanted his murals, wanted, his likeliness, especially in his hometown to Lexington, Kentucky. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, but you could have celebrated him while he was here. Salute to the city of Alabama. I believe it's Birmingham or I'm sorry, Tuscaloosa. Shout out to Tuscaloosa because when Deontay Wilder was WBC champion, they celebrated him and gave him a statue next to Bear Bryant, one of the winningest coaches at Alabama, and Nick Saban, the most winningest coach at Alabama. Gave Deontay Wilder a statue. The city of Tuscaloosa, shout out to him. No, anybody don't know Deontay Wilder? He's a boxer, a heavyweight boxer, and he was the former WBC champion. And at the time, they congratulated him by giving him a statue, celebrating him, and that's what it's about, being celebratory, being celebrated, and you just have these great guys, and that's successful, and no doubt John Jones will get a statue. I'm sure that's coming. That's around the corner. But definitely, I definitely felt like they definitely should have celebrated Ali when he was still here, but may he rest in peace. Right. But definitely, man, John Jones, man, he's gonna come in Saturday. He's going to dominate. He's going to take care of business. It should be an easy fight. I don't see why it shouldn't. I don't see why it wouldn't be, I mean, I just don't see, only if he gets caught, which I don't think he will, but, he should take down Stipe with ease, or, kick his legs to death, and do what John Jones do. Because he was at the fight nights last weekend, and he looked very well. He looked very well, very trimmed, very shredded. So he's definitely ready to go. How he's gonna look fight night, not sure. But a fight he's expecting to win, nonetheless, with Stipe being out for the number of years, and also Jones being the more talented fighter. Absolutely, man. I appreciate all y'all being here today. Hit that like button, like, share, subscribe. Join the Discord. Join the community tab. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow with the Steelers update, the Steelers news and updates. At the 4 p.m. time slot. Set your notifications for that. Also, replay gang, SBC, Theo, Do Better podcast members. Y'all got to catch the replay gang. I'm a shout out to y'all, man. I know y'all be hitting it up on the replay. I'm definitely have it set out on the channel for, for you to catch it. Join the channel if you have not already. Hit that link. And the Steelmatic Network. Man, I'm going to be back on tomorrow. I appreciate y'all being here. Kate, Packer Girl, everybody following, everybody that's subscribed, everybody that's supporting this journey, supporting this channel, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all more than words can say. I'm going to be back on tomorrow. I am G Honda. This is Steelmatic Network. And y'all have a good night.